if you're anything like I was a few years ago, you probably find yourself chasing girls, chasing money, chasing jobs, chasing all of these things that you want and constantly finding them just one step ahead of you. Like it's that one girl that you really want that doesn't like you. And there might be other people that like you, but it's not the one that you really want to like you. Or you're always finding that you want more money, but it's just never seems like there's enough coming to you. It always seems like money's eluding you. Every time you get a new paycheck, all of a sudden there's another bill to pay. So in this video, I'm going to talk about exactly what you need to start doing in order to stop those things that you want so bad from being one step ahead of you to actually starting to come into your life. And this all has to do with really the law of attraction and this seeking energy. So essentially, what's happening is the more that you are wanting something, you are seeking something, you are coming at it from this needy energy. And the more needy you are to this thing, the more repulsive you actually are to that thing. There's an actual repelling energy to this sense of neediness. I want that. I'm seeking that. I need that. Give me that. When you are acting from that manner with that as your mindset, you're pushing those things away. Nobody wants to be with this person that feels like they need them. Like, you think as all the guys in here or the girls in here that are looking for guys, it's like when you are putting all of that attention into like, I need you, I'm not okay without you. Imagine like when someone does that, it feels good for maybe a little bit to get validated. Like, oh, wow, this person really likes me. But after a bit, it's just like, why are they doing their own thing? Like, why do they need me so much? Like, what's going on in their lives that they need me so much in order for them to be okay? Like, there's an actual energy there that you're really pushing these people away. And so when we can stop with all of this neediness, when we can stop focusing so much on not having it and needing that specific thing, when we can start letting go and surrendering to what we have and being grateful for what we have, we're coming at these interactions with much more sense of detachment. It's not that we're entirely unattached, but we're detached from needing that thing. We're like, hey, I want you. Yeah, like I want this girl, or I want this guy, or I want more money, or I want this job. Like, yeah, that's great. It's okay to acknowledge that that would be nice for you to have. But I want it, but I don't need it. I want that, yeah, but I don't need it. I'm grateful for what I have right now. When we start coming at life and whatever those specific things that you're wanting more of, when we start with that place where we're solid here in our foundation, we don't need anything else around us in order to feel okay. We're like, no, I'm good without it, but it's awesome. Like, that would be great to have. Now, all of a sudden, things start being pulled towards us. We start attracting things like a magnet. We attract relationships. We attract more money. We attract more job opportunities. We attract more whatever it is that you are wanting in your life. It will start to come towards you with so much more ease when you detach from needing it and detach from this story and all of this meaning that you give it. And it's like, oh no, like I need that because that's what's going to make me happier. I need this in order to be able to do that. It's like by saying that you need it, you're admitting to yourself that you're not enough just as you are without that thing. And so that's what then your life experience will continue to reflect. You're going to reflect more of you not having that thing and more discomfort, more dissatisfaction. But when you can say, you know what, that would be nice, but I don't need it. And you're grateful, and you're like, I'm grateful for the things that I have. I'm grateful for the other relationships I have in my life. I'm grateful for my friends that are in relationships and they're happy couples and they're in these healthy relationships. Like, that's amazing. Rather than being like, oh my gosh, and it's like, it's so unfair, or I'm so jealous, or I'm so down bad, I just really need a relationship, or I need a girlfriend, like, because my friend, he's got a girlfriend, and it's so, like, they're so lucky for them, but it's not fair, like, why not me? It's like, dude, all of that is just pushing more away. But when you can start looking at that, your friends' relationships, or even relationships you see on the street and say, wow, that's amazing that that person has that. That's awesome. Really happy for that person. And all of a sudden, life is like, wow, I like this guy. I like this person. They're grateful for what they have. And all of a sudden, it's like giving more. Think about it. It's like, who would you rather give a gift to? The person that you give it to and they're like, and they go off and they're looking for the next thing? Or the person that's like, wow, thank you so much for that. That was amazing. Really appreciate that. That's the person you're going to give the gift to. You're going to give the gift to the person that's grateful, that expresses that love and that gratitude for what they have, rather than the other person that either just dismisses it, or maybe they're like, oh, this wasn't the exact model that I wanted, or there's a nicer one out there. Oh, I was actually looking at getting this one. It's like, okay, whatever. Like, you're not going to keep giving gifts to that person. So this is what the universe is doing with all of us. When we're not grateful for what we already have, and we're not grateful for the little gifts that come into our life every day, like being able to wake up, being able to drive, or have food to eat, or whatever, like even the little things. But it's not about just saying, oh yeah, I'm grateful for those. It's about actually tapping into the feeling of gratitude that you feel for those things. And so all of this coming back to this idea of when we are seeking, when we are needing, we're not being grateful for what we have now. And sure, you could be like, Ben, I am grateful for what I have now, but having a girlfriend or having more money is something that I really need. Like, I'm not able to get by. It's like, okay, well, there's something in your life that you're recognizing that you're lacking, and you're actually not expressing gratitude towards that thing. So specifically, maybe they're grateful for a lot of things. That's awesome. But with that relationship, it's like, why do you feel like you need that? And you have to ask yourself these questions. You have to actually sit down and reflect on what's going on. What am I thinking about? What do I feel like is missing? So ask yourself, like, what is missing from my life right now? Why do I feel like I need this? What do I feel like this relationship is going to do for me? Right? And then you can start gaining clarity on, oh yeah, okay, so I'm saying that I don't have this already and I need this, and this is going to make me feel better. It's like, okay, what if we can then find gratitude for, oh wow, I'm actually grateful for that I'm not in a relationship, because that means I don't have to worry about like merging our schedules. I don't have to worry about spending multiple nights every week going out on dates, or spending time with this person when I'm actually in school and I need a lot of this time to study. Sure, it'd be nicer to be in a relationship. It might feel a little bit better to be in a relationship, to spend that time and to not have to focus on my school as much, but then actually my performance in school, or the course I'm taking, or my performance in my business that I'm working on growing is actually going to start going down. And then I'm not going to be as successful in business. I might have a great relationship, but now all of a sudden my passion, this thing that I was building, is falling down and crumbling. And now I'm in a relationship, great, but I'm not making any money, or I don't have a sense of purpose, and I have to go back and find a job. Like, thinking about the actual ways in which where you're at right now is actually serving you very well. And when we can start tapping into that gratitude and saying, you know what, I don't need anything to be different. I don't need that relationship. I don't need that specific girl. I don't need that money to come in. Like, then all of a sudden, it's like we set that intention from there and say, okay, but I welcome those things into my life, but I'm going to keep doing the best that I can do. I'm going to keep working towards my goals. I'm going to allow the universe to give me those gifts. I'm going to be open to receiving these things, rather than saying, mine, I want to take, right? I'm just going to say, you know what? I'm open to receiving. I've been blessed with so much in my life. I'm open to receiving more blessings, and I'm open to receiving a relationship. I'm open to receiving the infinite ways that money can come to me. And so when we start operating from that space, all of a sudden those things start to come to us. So because I relate so much to this, because I was living in this space for so long of this neediness, needing the money this month, needing to hit my goals next month, needing to be with this girl or whatever, because I was suffering in that trap for so long, I want to share this with you, because my life has totally started shifting in many, many different ways. Success in business, success in different areas, because I've started to detach from needing these things. And I'm actually so much happier at the time, or this space that I am in my life, because I'm able to focus so much of my energy into the things that really matter to me, into the things that I'm building right now, without being so focused on all of those things. And actually what's happened is there's so many opportunities that start to come to me that now it's like turning those things down. Like, hey, no, I can't go on a date this week because I'm working on my business. And so just being able to start coming from this place of actual magnetism, where now you become a magnet to attract the things that you've always dreamed of having in your life, it's an incredible thing, and it's possible for all of us. So we can start noticing, like, where am I just seeking a little bit too hard in my life? Where am I not being grateful for what I already have in my life? Where am I not feeling whole and complete in my life? And a lot of this then has to come down to confidence, right? If we don't feel confidence in ourselves, we're going to feel a lot of lack. And in order to try to fill that void of lack, we're going to try to look out and get more to us to try to fill that lack that we're feeling. But if we can actually build this sense of unshakable confidence within us already, then all of a sudden that lack starts to fade naturally, and we start to be able to operate in this magnetic, charismatic, authentic self much more naturally. It's exactly what I help people do. That's what this channel is really dedicated all to, is helping you, empower you with the tools, the skills, the strategies, the perspectives that you need to be able to live confidently and create a beautiful life for yourself from that place of confidence and be able to attract more into your life. So if you did get value from this video, like the video to tell me that you got value so that I know to continue making these things that are bringing you value. Subscribe to continue to get these videos and be able to start changing your life with the things that I'm sharing with you, and comment and let me know specifically the kinds of stuff that you want to see, or if you agree or disagree with anything that I shared in this video. And until next time, I'm sending you positive, grateful, and abundant energy. We'll see you soon.